probably, if not the fastest player that we signed, maybe the second fastest player we signed. A linebacker from San Clemente. As you can see, 112 tackles, 82 solos. Did some help on the offensive side as well with the 29 carries and a few receptions. First team All-American track and field. 10.71 is what he ran the 100 in last spring. Here you'll see he'll dip inside the offensive tackle and meet the quarterback before he has a chance to get rid of the ball. Yeah. Again, aggressive style of linebacker that is, again, maybe the fastest, if not the second fastest player we signed. You can see again, he hit with his face, which is one of our 3 parameters that we're evaluating. And he finished. Boom. Okay, so if we're sitting in a staff meeting, that's what I'll be evaluating. And you'd go, ooh, ah, all that stuff. And then we rank our players and try to go get the ones we really like. Again, this is a tremendous play. The end zone shot will show it maybe a little better. But he hooks the quarterback with his left hand and pops the ball out with his right hand, causing the turnover. Just a tremendous play here, tremendous finish. Timing was impeccable right there, did a great job. And we feel probably that the linebackers that we added today and one, Nick Holt, that came when school started, we really feel like that should be maybe our strongest part of our team, and such a great ability to help us with the special teams aspect of that. Here he gets underneath the out route, catches the football, and finishes downfield. Anthony Goodwin, a tall cornerback, Mount Sac Junior College. We lost 3 corners to graduation, 3 outstanding players. You know, Donnie Losowski had a great season for us. And Houston Roots and Tremaine Johnson really needed help at corner. And he visited this week, had gone actually back to Stony Brook in New York, and committed to us. And I think he might be one of the, I guess, sleepers, or one of the guys that may be under the radar. However, he's going to need to be above the radar because we don't have a lot of corners. He's got to come out and play right away, and he's got to have a great summer for us in his preparation. He's got to, you know, be in the weight room and get a little bigger and stronger, but we really like what he does. He's also an outstanding offensive player when he was in high school.
Looks like a cat game 10 years ago.
In the spring.
Few people miss that game, huh? Again, he just grabs the ball right out of the receiver's hands. Tremendous play here. A ball hawk. You can see that he's got excellent speed. He's got really quick feet on his back pedal. I know Coach Williams is really excited about working out with him and getting him up to speed for our opening game. Okay, Brady Gustafson. This guy is really tall. I mean really tall. He's actually, I think, Mick, wouldn't you say he's a little over 6'7"? Yeah, we were in his living room the other night. I mean, it's unbelievable. He gets out of that chair and you just go, wow. And he just keeps going. He gets, and he's 6'7.5" probably. He actually weighs about 222, 224. So he doesn't look like it, but he does weigh that much. Again, tremendous athlete, very good basketball player. You can see some outstanding stats. 6,202 passing yards. I don't know exactly where that ranks in the state of Montana, but it's got to be up there with the best of them.
Wow. Be a light bulb.
Okay? The first thing he does is he catches a bad snap. Now, is that important? Yes, it is. Because right now, you see it right now, Coach Beers is getting yelled at. Coach Beers didn't even snap the ball, but Coach Beers coaches the centers, so we all yell at Coach Beers over the headset. That's how a play starts or stops, right there. So my point is, he's 6', 7.5". He can bend his knees very well. Seriously, that's important when you play in the shotgun. Sometimes the ball's all over. You might get a windy game. You might get a brand new center. You don't know what's going to be happening. So we like the fact that he bends his knees. It may sound simple, but it is crucial that he does that. Here you see the velocity of the ball in a crossing route. I mean, he looks like what you would term a guy, a real guy. And you'll see those real guys this Sunday when you turn on that Super Bowl. And he really does have some similarities to, in my opinion, a Drew Bledsoe type of quarterback. And some of these throws will remind you of Osweiler, who played in our state a couple years ago and is a pretty good thrower. That's the one actually that reminded me of Drew Bledsoe, where he stepped up and was very accurate under pressure. I think that's what everybody talked about, Brady being accurate under pressure and a great leader. He was in our camp, and as the camp progressed, his leadership skills went up. He was really quiet the first day. By day three and a half, he was one of the best leaders on the field. This is what you call a quarterback sneak, and we're going to put this in now. We've had 3 quarterbacks who couldn't do this. I'm not going to get on Coach Beers. It was never the center's fault. It was always the quarterback's fault, but we've had three guys who couldn't do that. Now it hopefully can be part of our offense. Okay, Nick Holt. Is that 6? A 6? I went to Portland State. I don't know. That's a joke. Okay. Anyway, Nick Holt visited last year, and we all really, I guess you could say, fell in love with this guy as a football player. He had extreme IQ as far as when he sat down and talked with the linebackers, and Jordan Tripp came back in and said, "Man, he knows what we're doing already, Coach." And this guy we really wanted to get, but he decided to walk on at Washington, and they had a few changes on their staff, which probably affected, what he was going to do at the University of Washington. And like I said earlier, he wanted to come over to an excellent academic school, so he came to Montana, and he's already enrolled, and we're very excited to have him. And he's one of those guys that's going to stay around and watch video all by himself till he gets the defense down. And I think he was about 212 when he visited. I think he's weighing in, maybe Coach O, 229, somewhere in there. He's gained some weight, so we're going to put him probably right in the middle to start off and see what he does in the middle. What's kind of neat, there's more than one play where we just take the ball away and score. It's pretty impressive. This is close from Seattle Prep High School. Played a little bit of offense, but As you can see, this is a tremendous tackle right here. Loss of yardage. Again, Tyrone Holmes, we actually started recruiting Tyrone Holmes. We were fairly late because of the playoffs, and we did get in on him, and I really credit our staff for, for fighting for this guy. He has a tremendous first few steps. He played basketball last night against Ashland. The Ashland coach called me and said he had a great game last night and we really got a gem. So that always makes you feel great when an opposing coach calls and talks about the guy you hope to sign the very next day. As you notice, he's the state champion in the shot put. I believe it was 58, Coach Beers, is that right? 58. And then as soon as he does a shot put, he goes over and he runs the hurdles. I believe he ran them in 15 or 15-1 in the high hurdles. At his size, that's really incredible. Not a lot of guys can do track at all, and not very many can do those two separate and distinct events. Totally different events in the track meet. Kind of controls that defensive line for him. At Eagle Point, they moved him around. People would try to run away from him, then they moved him from end back into tackle, so he could disrupt a lot of things that happened. I think when he gets a position coach that's with him, which Coach Lange will be each and every day, I think he's going to be off the charts. We're very, very happy that we got Tyrone. So he plays under control, doesn't get too out of position. And then his pads do come down so he can make the tackle. A few things that we'll clean up, but I'm very, very happy about him. Ryan Johnson, another defensive lineman from the Vancouver area. I think he's actually 6'2.5", 235, but he was in this weekend. His father played at the University of Oregon. Went on and played professionally. His father's about 6'7", 300. A good athlete. His mom swam for the University of Oregon, so, athletic family. Another great student, 3.7. Excellent basketball player, and he also plays baseball. Again, another three-sport guy that's a big human being. Very good get-off here.
Wow.
Very physical play. And we all kind of pick our sleepers of the class, or guys that we think are going to really, really be good. And Ryan Johnson got some votes from our staff. Now here in this play, again, the quarterback is attempting to hand it off. So Ryan just says, well, I'm just going to tackle everybody. That's what he does. He's a smart guy, 3'7". So he just tackles everybody in the backfield, and then everybody gets excited. But as you can see, he's got tremendous get off, what we call get off the line of scrimmage. And if you chart your get off, you want to take the guy that gets off the ball faster than anybody else. And that's another thing that we would measure in our evaluation.